Check back in now with 680 News and senior business editor Mike Eppel over there. We're talking about Black Friday, some of the winners and losers. We saw what's happening in Best Buy so far this morning. Mike, it looks like everything is very civil. People lining up, getting their TVs, and they're going to be your streetcar, your subway, really. It's going to be packed with people with TVs on their backs, it looks like. So get ready for that.
Strapped on the televisions, that's right, trying to get them home any way they can. You know, it's interesting, Tammy, good morning, that Walmart's already put out a statement regarding its sales activities online, saying they've sold millions of televisions and video game consoles and books and movies and all sorts of things. And when you look at the web traffic, Best Buy's #1 as most searched, followed by Walmart. And then in the United States, you've also got Target stores. And then you've got the anecdotal evidence from the World Wide Web and Twitter specifically. People saying they're seeing big crowds at Walmart, big crowds at Best Buy. Sears Holdings in the United States, not so much. You know, that's a retailer that is just struggling for survival. Its Canadian operations currently in liquidation. After this Christmas is over, here in Canada, Sears is going to disappear. Might be poised to do so in the United States as well. And then you've got Amazon, which is the world's biggest internet retailer, of course, and the stock of Amazon is indicated at a record high in pre-market trading action this morning. So again, the influence of U.S. retail already showing up in the equity markets that we're seeing. Wall Street puts in a half day of trade coming up today. Now, at the same time, while all this is going on from the shopping end of things, one of the country's biggest grocery store retailers, Sobeys, is expected to announce job cuts today. The Globe and Mail is reporting that Sobeys is going to do a restructuring to cut its costs by $500 million over 2 years. 800 job cuts, 20% of its office staff. Some of these have already been announced or taken out already, but more to come as Sobeys looks to cut its costs, shift to e-commerce, home delivery, just like Loblaws and Metro have already done to some extent. And they're still dealing with, at Sobeys, the ill-fated and overpriced purchase of Safeway from 2013, still dealing with that. And all the grocery store retailers have also warned their costs are going up next year because of the hike to minimum wage. So they're adjusting their store hours as well. So something to keep an eye on there today in the grocery end of the retail market. Toronto stocks will be traded today. Yesterday, we saw 73% fewer shares traded on a daily average without the Wall Street influence. When we talk about U.S. markets taking a holiday, it has a ripple effect on what we see on Bay Street. Certainly, the TSX up by just less than a point yesterday. Oil is at a 2.5-year high this morning. It's above $58 a barrel. That is going to lead to a higher price at the gas pumps. Again, price went up a penny overnight. And as well, the Canadian dollar holding at 78.5 cents U.S. We'll send it back to the studio. To Adam, actually.